Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm a third-year university student enrolled in the IB School of Business, part of Western University. Before starting at IB this fall, I completed my first 2 years studying a specialization in economics. However, in high school, I had never taken a single business or economics-related course. I was enrolled in all science classes. And so when I came to university and I took my first economics course, I realized my love for consumer trends, but I didn't love the ambiguity of it, and I identified that I value quantifying ideas to enhance understanding. To get into IB, I worked incredibly hard to effectively manage both my academic and extracurricular responsibilities, including my favorite role as an event coordinator on the Western Ski Club, which taught me valuable leadership skills. My first job as a high school mathematics tutor allowed me to extensively cultivate my listening and communication skills, as I had to adapt to each student's unique learning style in order to effectively explain concepts to them. The summer after I graduated high school, I worked as a clerical assistant in a dental office, and this is where I developed my ability to multitask and prioritize, as I had a long list of tasks that needed to be done and I had to self-delegate. The summer after that, I worked as an office administrative associate at Rogers Communications, and this job taught me discipline and that hard work pays off, and I also gained minimal experience with accounting roles. For the second question, I'd like to preface that my oral French, is very, very rusty. That being said, je veux lancer ma carrière chez Bell parce que la compagnie est savoir pour être un supérieur lieu de travail pour les jeunes professionnels et c'est reconnu pour offrir l'autonomie et l'expérience de terrain. Je crois que Bell peut m'aider à cultiver mes compétences parce que cette approche est alignée avec la méthode d'apprendre par qui j'apprends le plus vite, qui est apprendre par faire. Aussi, j'apprécie les initiatives sociales de Bell qui entourent la santé mentale et le racisme systémique. Je suis le plus intéressé en le domaine de l'expérience du client, stratégie et l'opération, mais je suis ouvert aux autres rôles. Bien que je manque la connaissance avec des outils de données, je désire obtenir l'expérience et je veux lancer ma carrière chez Bell parce que cette position peut m'offrir avec les ressources nécessaires. Je me vois augmenter potentiellement dans la stratégie de l'expérience du client ou dans l'analyse opérationnelle parce que je peux combiner mon aptitude pour résoudre et mon conscience professionnelle avec les compétences d'analyse que cette position va m'enseigner pour arriver aux conclusions profondes via l'analyse de données. The most significant accomplishment in my career took place during my most recent job at Rogers. Essentially, I was tasked with performing a budget versus actual analysis, and while doing so, I noticed a discrepancy. At first glance, the accounts looked regular and similar to past values, but I thought that this was suspicious given that this was amidst a pandemic. It turned out that my inquiry had been correct, and after looking into it, I found out that the budgets had been set in January prior to the pandemic hit, and so I was correct in thinking that they should have been lower given that there was a significant decrease in employees going to the office in person. So I began an investigation and I set up meetings with various employees to get to the root cause. During a meeting with one of the managers, we arrived to a potential explanation, and she had asked me to schedule a meeting with a manager in charge of distributor relationships to confirm. However, my biggest mistake was that I took on too heavy of a workload at the time, and she had to take that meeting instead of me because I was fulfilling another task. Regardless, it turned out that the person in charge of the distributor relationships had forgotten to contact the company who delivered supplies to the office and reduce shipments. This saved the company a couple $100 a month, and the finding actually prompted other employees to review areas where they could cut costs and due to the pandemic, and 6 employees actually reduced their spending by over $1,000. Though this may be a small saving overall to a corporation of a size this large, it was my initial skepticism that led to the discovery of this, and I take pride in the initiative that I took. Thank you.